Hello everyone, welcome back to the bonus practice section. If you really want to master Python, you have to solve unseen problems. I have gathered some of the most common beginner questions that use the exact concept we have learned so far: strings, lists, dictionaries, and loops. Let's solve them live together. Okay, so our first question is swipe to variable without using a third variable. Okay. This is a classic interview questions. How do you swap the value of two variables? In other language, you need a temporary third variable. But Python has a beautiful trick called tuple unpacking that lets us do it in one line. Okay, so let's do it. First, we will take a variable a and we will take any value. Let's take 10. Then we will take another value b, another variable b, and we will take any value as 20. Okay. Now, first we will print before swipe. Okay, a is equal to a. B is equal to b. Okay. Now we will write here a comma b is equal to b comma a. This is Pythonic way to swap. Okay. Now we will simply write here print after swipe. After swipe, a is equal to b is equal to we simply take two variable a and we take here value 10 and variable b we take here value 20 and then we write here print before swipe a is equal to value of a. This variable a will give the value of a and b is equal to value of b. Okay, now here we swipe the value. Okay, now variable A have the value of variable B and variable B have the value of variable A. This is the Pythonic way to swap. Okay. Now we simply write here print after swipe and A is equal to here it will give the swap value of A and B is equal to here B will be give the value of A. Okay. It will swipe here. Now we will simply save the file and we will run the code. Okay. So as you can see here, before swipe, A value is 10 and B value is 20. As you can see here, before swipe, value of A is 10 and value of B is 20. Okay. Now after we swipe here, the value of A become 20 and value of B become 10. Okay. So this is how we swipe to variable without using third variable. Okay. So we will practice some more questions. So let's do some maths. with user input. Okay, we want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Our question is convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, now the mathematical formula to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit is Celsius multiplied by 9 by 5, and we will plus 32. Okay, so let's write the code for it. We simply take a variable Celsius. You will take any variable name. We will take Celsius because it is a good practice. Okay. Now we will take here float because temperature can be in decimal. Okay. Input enter temperature in Celsius. Okay. Now we will here convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius. Celsius multiplied by 9 by 5. Okay, then we simply plus here 32. Okay, this is the formula, guys, to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Now that's it. We simply write here print Celsius Celsius inch Fahrenheit. Guys, now we will save the file and we will run the code. Now, if I give you a temperature in Celsius, let's give here 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, now you can see here 50.0 Celsius each 122.0 Fahrenheit. Okay, so for example, if we give here 36 degrees Celsius. Okay, now 36 degrees Celsius is 96.8 Fahrenheit. Okay, now let's give here one more input. Now we will give here 37.5. 37.5 degrees Celsius. 37.5 degrees Celsius is 99.5 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, this is how we have solved the questions to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, let's do some more questions. Okay, so our question is count the number of vowels in strings. Count the number of vowels in string. Okay. Now you're given a string. So how do we count the vowel? Vowel is A, E, I, O, U. So we can use a for loop to check every characters and if statements with the in keyword to see if it's a vowel. Okay. So we will simply take here a variable text and we will take input input string from user. Now we write here enter a sentence. Okay. Now we will write here vowels is equal to I O U. Okay. This time we will check only small cap variable small cap vowels. Okay. Small cap vowels is small a, small e, small I, small o, small u. Okay. We will not check capital A, capital E, capital I, capital O, and capital U. Okay. So we will do here dot lower. Why we write here lower? Because if a user will write in uppercase, then it will convert the text in lowercase. Okay. This is the function to convert uppercase letter to a lowercase. Okay, alphabet. Now we will simply take a count variable and initialize it to 0. Okay. Now we will take for loop for character for carrying text. Okay. For carrying text. So if char in vowels, if char in vowels, then you count plus is equal to 1. Okay. Now we will write here print total vowels found which count. Okay. So here you can see here we first take a variable text and we will take here user input and write here statement enter a sentence and then we write here dot lower. Okay, dot lower function will simply lowercase the sentence. Okay, if it is in uppercase. Okay, now we will take here our vowels and we write here vowels in lowercase. Okay, now we have taken here count is equal to 0 and then with the help of for loop we write here for char in text. If char in vowels means from text it will give all character by character means one character at a time and then it will check if character in vowels means one character will came here and it will check if character in vowels. If true then it will count plus 1. Okay, then it will simply print total vowels found and it will give the value of count. Okay, so let's save the file and run the code. So we will give a sentence we will we will learning Python program. Okay, we will learning Python programming. Now you can see here in the sentence we will learning Python programming. Total vowels found is 9. So let's count. This is 1, this is 2, and here one more. This is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and the letter A, this is 8, and the last letter I, this is 9. Okay, so it will gives us the total vowels found is 9. That is absolutely correct. So we will do here one more example. So this time we will give here, we will simply write the whole sentence in uppercase, and let's see whether it will give number of vowels or not. Okay, so we will learning Python program. So we will learning Python programming. Okay, now press enter. So here you will see here the total vowels found is 9. Okay, so we will given here input in uppercase, then also it will give us total number of vowels. Okay, because of this function it will convert the whole text in lowercase if uppercase is present. Okay, that's why it will check here in lowercase. Okay, because in Python lowercase and upper, Python will treat both lowercase and uppercase differently. Okay, so that's it for this question, guys. Now moving towards next question. So our next question is, check if a given year is a leap year. Give it, check if a given year is a leap year. Okay, so leap year logic is a great test of conditional statement. Uh, Year is a leap year if it is divisible by 4, but if it's a century year like 1900 or 2000, then it must be divisible by 400. Okay, so let's build the logic using nested if else. So we simply take here a variable year, and we simply take here user input. Okay, enter year. Now we will check here if year modulus 4 double is equal to 0. Okay. So here modulus operator will check here whether it is divisible by 4, it is completely divisible by 4 or not. With the help of modulus operator, it will check it. Okay. So now we write here nested if here modulus 100 double is equal to 0. Okay. It is divisible by 100 also. Then we will check one more times. If here the modulus 400 double is equal to 0. Okay. Then print leap year. Leap year. Okay. Else print not a leap year. Okay. Now we simply write here else part also. Hence, print not a okay. If it is divisible by 4 and divisible by 100 also. Okay, then it is leap year. The last else print not a leap year. Okay. Okay, so first we had taken a variable year and we had taken user input from user, okay, of data type int. Now we have checked here if year percent 4 double is equal to 0. Okay, if it is completely divisible by 4, and here we had taken nested if year is completely divisible by 100 also, and here we had taken one more nested if year is divisible by 400 also, then it is a leap year. Okay, else if this will not run, then else part will run, else not a leap year. Okay, and if this condition will become false, if year will not completely divisible by 100, then this else will run. Okay, if it is divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100, okay, then this else will run and this will bypass, because this will only run if this condition will be true. Okay, so you can see here in VS Code there is also a line which help us to see if else pair. Okay, so it is inner if else and it is middle if else and it is outer if else. Okay, so here we have taken three pair of nested if. Okay, so we have now we run the code. So for example, if we take here 1900, then you can see here 1900 is not a leap year. Okay. And if we take here 2000, then you can see here 2000 was a leap year. Okay. Now if we take here whether 2026, yes, 2026 is also a leap year. No, 2026 is not a leap year. Okay. Now we will take one more example whether 2022 is a leap year or not. Okay, 2022 is also not a leap year. Now we check here 2004. So you can see here 2004 is a leap year and 2008 is also a leap year. Wait. So you can see here 2008 is also a leap year. Okay. Now 2020 is also a leap year. Okay. So this is all about this question, guys. We had taken here whether a year is a leap year or not. Now we will moving towards next question. So our fifth question is find the second largest number in the list. Okay. Find the second largest number in a list. Finding the largest number is easy with max function. Okay. But what about the second largest? We can easily solve this by converting our list to a set to remove any duplicate number. Okay. And converting it back to a list, sorting it and picking the second to last item using negative indexing. Okay. So let's do it. So for example, first we take a num variable and we will take a list with, and then we will take any value, for example 10, 20, 4, 45, 99, and we will take one more 99 and then 20. Okay, this is our list. Now now we will take a variable unique nums. Unique nums is equal to, we simply take here list set nums. Okay, we have converted the nums to a list, okay, to a set, and then converted back it to the list. Okay, so what is the purpose of this? So when we convert it to a set, then it will remove all the duplicate value from this list, and we have converted back to a list, converted back it to a list. Okay, so and store the list in unique nums. Okay, unique nums is a variable. You can take any variable name. Okay. Now we sort the list in ascending order. Unique nums dot sort function. Okay. With sort function, we will sort the list in ascending order. Okay. Now we grab the second to last item using the indexing. Okay, using the negative indexing. Say print second largest number is unique nums minus 2. Okay, so the list, so here a list is given of any value, for example 10, 24, 45, 99, 2 times and 20. Okay, and then we have converted list to a set, and then a list. Okay, converted back to a list. Okay, so why we have done this? We have done this to extract the unique number. Okay, as I already told you, set in set will hold only unique numbers. Okay, it removes the duplicate values. Okay, and then we have simply sort the list using sort function in ascending order. And then we write here print second largest number is unique number and minus, we use this indexing function indexing as minus 2. Minus 2 will gives us last second number. Okay, so in indexing, so first we sort here, sort in ascending order. That's why our largest number will be the last number. Okay, like this one not. Wait, I will see you. Sorry. So we will run the code. As you can see here, our second largest number is 45. Okay, so we will check first. 10, 10 is not largest. Okay, 4, 4 is also not largest. 45 is also not largest. 99 is the largest number in the list. But we have to find here the second largest number in a list. So second largest, first largest is 99 and second largest is 45. Okay, so we simply write here unique number of index is minus 2. So with the help of this 4 line only, we have find the second largest number in a list. Okay, so let's take here one more input. So we will simply give here another like 80. Okay, so you can see here now 80 is second largest. Okay, because here 99 is, here 99 is the largest and second largest is 80 and third largest is 45. Now if we want to write here third largest number in a list, then we simply write here minus 3. Okay, unique number, and we give here indexing minus 3, then it will check from the last number in a list. Okay, indexing, so it will gives us the third largest number. Okay, let's change here third largest. So you can see here the third largest number is 45. We will check it here from, you can see here 99 is the first largest, 80 is the second largest, and 45 is the third largest number, okay, in a list. So that's it for this question. We had find the second largest number in a list and third largest number also. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Okay. So our next question is find common elements between two lists. Okay. Find wait, find common elements between two lists. So imagine if you have two lists of student IDs, okay, and you want to find out which students are in both lists. Okay. Instead of using messy nested loops, we can convert the list into sets and use the dot inserts intersection method. So we learn in lecture 4. Okay. So we simply take here a list 1. List 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we will take here another list. List 2 is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have taken here two lists, list 1 and list 2. Okay. Now we will find here which element between two lists are common. Okay. So you can see here common elements. Common elements is equal to now we will convert it to set and find the intersection. Okay. Set list 1, okay, dot intersection set list 2. Okay. Now we simply write here print common elements, common elements, common elements list dot common elements. Okay. Now we have converted back a set to a common element list. Okay. So you can see here common elements list dot common elements. Okay. List dot common elements will simply convert the set back to the list. Okay. Now you can see here. So wait, let cast it back to a list for a cleaner out. Okay. So print common Print common elements. Common element list. Common. Okay. Now, now we have done the questions. So let's check whether it is correct or not. List dot common elements. Okay, it gives us attribute error. So type object list has no attribute common elements. So let's see here elements. Elements. Okay, guys. So let's dot common. Remove this line guys. Yes. So you can see here common elements are 4 and 5. Okay. Here we will check here 1. 1 is present in list 2. No. 2. 2 is also not present in list 2. Now we will check whether 3 is present or not. 3 is also not present. Now we will check 4. Yes, 4 is present in list 2. Now we will check 5. Yes, 5 is also present in list 2. Okay. So here only 4 and 5 is present in both lists, list 1 and list 2. Okay. So here you can see here common elements are 4 and 5. Okay. So let's check here. We have given a 6 and here 6 is present. Okay. So we will save the file and we will run the code. Okay. So you can see here common element each 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Because 4, 5 and 6 it's present in list 2 also. Okay. So this is all about the question. Find the common element between two lists. Okay. So let's do another question. Okay. So our question is uh, character frequency counter. Okay. Character frequency. Okay. Now we will write the code of character frequency counter. Okay. This is fantastic dictionary problem. So let's count how many times every single letter appears in a string. We will loop through the string. Okay. If the letter is not in our dictionary, we add it with the count of 1. Okay. If it is already there, we just increase its count. So we will write here word is equal to programming. Okay. So here word is a variable and programming is a string. Okay, or string programming is inside the variable void. Okay, now we simply write here frequency is equal to empty set. Okay, empty dictionary. Now with the help of for loop, for char in what, if char in frequency. Now char plus is equal to 1. Implement if already exist. Okay, here freq characters frequency char plus 1. Okay, if it is present in freq, then it will simply increment the value of char. Okay, now else freq, if it is not present, then it simply add the word also and give it to the frequency 1. If the word is not present inside, okay, if the character is not present inside the freq dictionary. Okay, now you simply write here print character frequency character frequencies freq. Okay, so here, so let's write this also. We will comment it down for add new key with value 1. Okay, so we had taken here a variable what, and inside that variable what we had taken here a word programming. Okay, then we have taken here frequency. Okay, frequency and empty dictionary. Okay, we have taken here empty dictionary inside the variable freq. Okay, now we have taken here for loop for char in word. Okay, for char in word it will check each character. Okay, it will traverse from each character. First it will check whether p is p is inside this. If if p is inside this already, then it will simply increase the count of p. Okay, plus 1. If p is not present, then it will simply add the character and give it the value 1. Okay, so and lastly it will print the character frequency. Okay, so let's check here. Okay, so here you can see here character frequencies. Letter P has only one, P is present only one times. Okay, So let's check here. Okay, yes, P is present only one time here, and R is present two times. Okay, frequency of R is 2. Let's check here. Yes, R is present here in here and here, and O is present here only one time. Okay, O is present here in programming pro. Okay, one time. Okay, and so on. Okay, so this is all about character frequency counter. Okay, so for example, let's give here another variable Python. So you can see here Python has only one P and one Y, one T, one H, one O, and one N. Okay, Python have no repetitive characters. Okay, all are unique characters. So this is all about this question, guys. So instead of already given value string, you can also take user input like this and void. Okay, now with this you can simply give your user input. Let's improve this. Yes, you can see here it will ask for a string enter void. So now we will give your adventure. Now it will give your character frequency, each character inside the word adventure frequency. Okay, so A is present in one times, T is present one time, V is present one times, E is present two times, and rest of the word is present one times. Okay, so E is present only two times. Okay, so check here. Here E is present, and here one more E is present. Okay, so this is how we take user input. Okay, so this is all about this question, guys. We have done character frequency counter. Do these basic question. Okay, to enhance your concepts. Now we will simply do one more question. So our last question is print the Fibonacci sequence up to n terms. Print the Fibonacci sequence up to n terms. Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci sequence is a famous math series where every number is the sum of the two preceding ones. Okay, like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Let's generate this sequence up to n terms using a for loop. Okay, here you can see Fibonacci sequence here 0 and 0 plus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, and 2 plus 3 is 5, and 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, it will simply add the previous two numbers. Okay, this is famous Fibonacci series sequence. Okay, so we will take a variable n, and we will take input int data type. So we write here int first, int input, and write here how many terms. How many terms? Okay. Now we will take here a, and b is equal to 0 comma 1. Okay, we have taken here initial two variable, two value 0 and 1. So we will simply do the rest Fibonacci series. Okay. Now we will print here, print Fibonacci sequence. Sequence, and we will now take for I in range up to n characters. Okay. We will take here user input, the number of term, and the loop will run up to n. Okay, it will start from 0 and go up to n. Okay, now we will print here a, and is equal to space. Okay, so and is equal to keeps it on the same line. Okay, we use and um, we use and is equal to double quote and space inside double quote to print a in same line. Okay, like this. If we don't write here and is equal to inside double quote space, then it will print like column, this. Okay, to print like rows, we have to write and is equal to this. Okay, because default and character is in Python, default and character is backslash n. Okay, now we will update a and b simultaneously. A comma b is equal to b, and a plus b. Okay, a plus inside a, b value will go, and inside b previous a plus b will add. Okay, now we have done this question. So now let's save this and run the program. So we want 8 terms. So as you can see here, Fibonacci sequence will be ready 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 30. Okay. So we have to print this 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. Okay. And here one more term which printed. With this program, we have to print any number of terms. Okay. We have to just write here the number of terms. Okay. Like this time we need to print 15 terms. Okay, so you can see here Fibonacci sequence of 15 terms. It's printed here. Okay, so this is how the code of Fibonacci sequence up to n terms. Okay, let's keep here one more example. So now we need to calculate Fibonacci sequence of 20 terms. Now you can see here this is Fibonacci sequence of 20 terms. Similarly, if we want Fibonacci sequence of only 5 terms, so we will write here 5, and you can see here Fibonacci sequence of 5 terms, each 0, 1. First 0, then 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. It simply add and print the previous two numbers. Okay, so this is the famous Fibonacci sequence. Okay, up to n terms. So this is all about this question, guys. Now, okay, we have practiced so many questions. So that's it for this lecture, guys. Thanks for watching.